Hello everyone, hope you've had an amazing day today. My name is Steve. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to something that I've been wanting to check out for quite a while now, and I've just never gotten around to it until today, and that is UK emergency vehicles and UK first responders. In this case, we're going to be reacting to a UK EMS driver or paramedic. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this person in the UK, but basically this person is going to be on the motorway during rush hour. I think blue light response means basically he's responding to someone with his sirens on, and he's basically got an emergency call or whatnot. I have never seen any EMS, firemen, or police in action in the UK, and this is something I think will be very interesting to me. And I'll probably, after this video, at some point, I'd like to go and check out some fire and police in action as well, and maybe some other EMS responses as well. So anyways, guys, I have no idea what to expect here, but I'm sure this is going to look quite a bit different from what I'm used to seeing in terms of the EMS or paramedics here in the US. So let's just go ahead and dive in and check out this EMS on the motorway during rush hour with a blue light response. 999. So I guess that's the UK emergency number. I actually like that better than 911. I think 999 would be much faster to dial in the case of an emergency. So my first impression is these ambulance vehicles right here are very interesting. I obviously see the bigger ambulances over here that are obviously the vehicles that would have the stretchers and whatnot in them. They would haul people that had serious emergencies to the hospital and whatnot. What exactly is this smaller vehicle for? Do these people usually follow the bigger ambulances, or are these for more minor calls? Let me know in the comments, guys, what the differences are, why someone would drive this ambulance over here. We don't have anything similar to that in my area. Basically, if someone calls the ambulance, they usually get the fire department out maybe, and they'll get the bigger ambulances that have the stretchers in them and whatnot. As much as I can remember, I don't think I've ever seen the actual cars like what we just saw here driving out. So are people required to get over to the side of the road? It didn't look like they were actually stopping. Here in the States, you're required by law to stop if you hear a siren of any sort. Although, well, I can't tell if they are stopping or not. Or do you just have to get over to the other lane? All right, now we're in traffic. Oh my goodness, man. The adrenaline must be pumping when you do this job, man. Okay, is it me or is no one pulling over? I mean, I don't know. Traffic didn't start to build, slow down, pick a line, and make steady progress. Avoid closing too quickly and braking. Smooth is fast. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Allow traffic time to notice you and move before you're... Okay, they are getting over. Okay. It's an interesting siren. That right there, I've never heard that on our sirens here. Now that part right there, that is normal, like what I normally would hear. But the other part was a little bit different. Dude, man, you've got to be a skilled driver to do this, seriously. Wow. Knowing that every second counts, you know, like I said, the adrenaline you must be feeling, man, knowing you've got to get there as fast as possible, man. Early decision to use the hard shoulder given the way the traffic. Smart. That's much, much better right there. Just goes to show the importance of a nice shoulder, clean shoulder on the side of a highway. Use of hard shoulder is not without risk to breeze, reduce space maneuver. Yeah. If there was a broken vehicle up here, he'd have figured a way to get back in, and everybody had to get over. Good time to move back out. Traffic flowing better and obstruction ahead. Oh man, okay. Yeah, that was a big obstruction. Good thing the traffic lightened up a little bit. Let's speed this part up. Okay, good. Everybody's getting over. That's good to see. Everybody's getting over. It looks to be pretty quickly. Man, that's so tight. Oh. You ever notice, like, when you're looking at a first-person view like this, it's almost like you feel like you're there. That's how I feel right now. It's like, ugh. You know, I really haven't watched many videos of like long driving like this throughout the UK, and seeing it really gives me that driving on the left perspective that I'm not used to, and it's so, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, just I can kind of see how it feels, and it feels so different from what I'm used to, obviously. And I'm sure, you know, you guys come from the UK to the US would feel the same way. Driving on the right would just feel really weird. But, uh-oh. Wait. Oh, man. He's on it. He's got an emergency call, right? He's got a blue lights on, and something's going on. Did he get an actual flat? Come on. Wow. Okay. First, I'd just like to say respect to all the EMS drivers out there, firemen. You know, I start to say, you know, fire department, but what do you guys call your EMS, your firemen? I mean, I know that we also have firewomen, but we generally just use the term firemen to just as a blanket statement. And then you got police officers. What do you call these different groups of first responders? But anyways, props to you guys, respect to you guys. It's obviously a very stressful job. And, you know, if it wasn't for these first responders, man, you know, we would, a lot of people would be in a world of trouble. Unfortunately, in this case, it looks like he actually got a flat tire. And so it makes me wonder what happens in that situation. I guess another ambulance that's kind of in the area maybe picks up and continues on as this flat gets changed, or maybe they actually have the tires that, I don't know what you call them, but there's certain tires that can last for like 50 miles or something like that without, you know, without blowing once they get something in them. But really enjoyed this, guys. It was not only the first time I got to hear some sirens from the UK and kind of I also got to see just what it looked like to be an EMS driver in general. And, you know, from their perspective on the road with the traffic. And man, really stressful. You got to be a good driver. You got to be good under pressure. But I definitely have questions. You know, it looks like for the most part, everybody tries to move over. But at the beginning, I couldn't tell if they were trying to move over or not. And maybe it's just because the way the road was designed there or something like that. Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm sure there is some sort of law where you have to get over. What is the punishment or fine if you basically don't move over for an EMS? Obviously, you should be required to move over for an EMS. They're literally trying to get somewhere to possibly save someone's life, not just EMS, but fire and police as well. And I would just like to know what happens if you don't get over. I'm also curious, guys, what is the difference in the siren sound? Is there any difference there? After a period of time, I heard it make some sort of unique sound that I've never heard in a siren before. But this was really interesting, guys. I'd like to look at some more of these types of videos. So if you have anything you'd like to recommend, please feel free to do so in the comments, whether it's for EMS, fire, police, or any other, you know, type of, you know, first responder like that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. That's the other question I had. I almost forgot. What is the difference between the smaller vehicle and the larger vehicle that have the stretcher? What does the smaller vehicle do? Does it follow along with the larger vehicle, or does it is it basically called out to what are probably going to be more minor emergencies, perhaps someone broke an arm or something like that? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'd be really curious to know, because that's something I don't think I've ever noticed in the US. I can't ever recall seeing an actual small EMS car. Now, that's not to say they don't exist, the smaller SUV or car looking ambulance. But I've just never personally seen them that I know of. I can't think of any time I've ever seen them. Anytime I've ever seen the EMS, or what we call the paramedics, I think you guys probably also call them paramedics or EMS as well. Anytime I've seen them, it's always been the larger vehicle. So I'm just really curious about that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow me on my journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Till next time, guys. Peace.